What's up, Lakers fans? Trevor Lane here, senior writer for LakersNation.com, your home for everything Lakers. Today's show is brought to you by DraftKings. Head over to DraftKings and use my promo code LAKERS to play for free with your first deposit. Fantasy basketball is one of my favorite things, so make sure you guys go check it out. DraftKings, and then use my promo code LAKERS, play for free with your first deposit. Well, it looks like it actually happened. I can't believe it. It was just a week or so ago that I was commenting on how much I was hoping that Tyson Chandler, the Phoenix Suns center, would wind up getting bought out and then come to the Lakers. And it is indeed going to happen way sooner than I ever would have expected it. Tyson Chandler is indeed going to be bought out by the Phoenix Suns. Mark Stein of the New York Times reported that, and then Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN added in that he will indeed sign with the Lakers. So what does this mean? What are the Lakers getting out of Tyson Chandler? We know they've been needing a backup center for so long. Since the summer, it's been quite obvious that their weakness was at that backup center spot. Now they've got a veteran who can come in and fill that role. However, we do want to temper expectations a little bit here. This is not 2011 Tyson Chandler we're talking about. Tyson Chandler is 36 years old. He is not quite the player that he used to be. This is still a great move for the Lakers, and I love this signing. I think it's wonderful in so many ways. But again, don't expect him to come out and be a dominator or anything like that. I do think he is going to make a difference for the Lakers, though. At this point, Tyson Chandler is only averaging 12.7 minutes per game this season for a Suns team that is rebuilding. They're building around DeAndre Ayton, so he is soaking up the majority of the center minutes. So it makes a ton of sense for them to cut bait, go ahead and buy out Chandler, get some money back on his contract. He's owed about $13 million or so, and get Chandler to give some money back, and then let him go find another team to play for. So that makes a lot of sense. My guess would be that Chandler probably gave up more than people were expecting him to in exchange for getting a buyout this early in the season. And for the Lakers, that's wonderful to get him this early because they really need somebody right now. Now, Tyson Chandler is one of the guys who pioneered the new modern center, at least the center that doesn't shoot threes. And that's to make up for the lack of three-point shooting by being a threat rolling to the rim. Tyson Chandler was great at that, while on the other end of the floor being versatile enough to step out on guards and still protect the rim. He is very much the modern center, at least the non-three-point shooting modern center. Now, last season, and I went by last season stats because that gives us more of a complete picture. We're so early into this season that the sample size is way too small. Last season, and this is exciting, Tyson Chandler was in the 86th percentile on offense in the pick and roll as a roll man. So we know JaVale McGee was in the 95th percentile last season as the roll man. That was what had me so excited about bringing him in. Tyson Chandler, 86th percentile as the roll man. That's exciting in and of itself. You think about Tyson Chandler running pick and roll with Rajon Rondo. There's going to be some opportunities there for him to get rolling towards the basket and then finish plays. He was also in the 92nd percentile in transition. Now again, 36 years old, Chandler is not the rim runner that he used to be, but he can still get out a little bit. And if the Lakers keep his minutes down, then we could see him get out and run, and then he does do a nice job finishing in transition. He's big, he's strong, he's long, he is able to absorb contact and still finish. And what about the other end? On the defensive end of the floor, Tyson Chandler can do some good things for the Lakers. He was in the 87th percentile defending the pick and roll as long as he's defending the roll man, which he's not going to be a lot, unfortunately. What happens is teams are going to make him switch onto guards, and that's where he struggles. He drops all the way down to the 29th percentile when he's got to hop out onto the ball handler. So look for that to happen. Think about Brook Lopez last year when we saw him do quite a bit, which was drop into the paint in pick and roll. JaVale McGee does it a lot this year too. Expect Chandler to do that. So that means the Lakers will be giving up some long twos, some open jumpers in pick and roll situations when they're running Tyson Chandler out there on the floor. Overall, though, Chandler's defense was pretty good. He's in the 62nd percentile, so he's a good defender. He can help the Lakers in a lot of ways. For Luke Walton, this means he's got another option out there. Right now, the Lakers just have JaVale McGee, and then Ivica Zubac has not proven himself to be able to play NBA minutes right now, so you can't count on him. Mo Wagner is a rookie, still coming back from injury. To throw him into the fire would be asking too much. So they've been turning to Jonathan Williams, an undrafted rookie, to get most of their backup center minutes. And it's, you know what, Jonathan Williams is a great story. He's a great guy. I've had an opportunity to speak to him. He is very humble. He's very energetic about being with the Lakers. He's excited about this opportunity, but the Lakers need pieces that can help them win right now. And Jonathan Williams doesn't quite have the size, the bulk that you need from that backup center position. He gets pushed around a lot. And so Chandler can help mitigate that. Chandler can give you a true center option to come in behind JaVale McGee. Now, McGee, you don't want him playing a ton of minutes either. So that's going to be big for him because McGee isn't going to have to play 35 minutes a night. He can play, 25 minutes a night, 28 minutes a night, something like that, which would be a big increase over his last 4 years when he played just over 10. But still, you can give him a little bit more rest, knowing that you've got a guy like Chandler who can step in and play, maybe 12, 15 minutes a night and give you good production and really help you against the teams that look to punish the Lakers when they go small, which was happening quite frequently. You had teams that were just bullying the Lakers because they didn't really have that other big option in there. Think about when the Lakers played the Spurs and LaMarcus Aldridge was destroying everyone on the interior. Well, now the Lakers will have Tyson Chandler to sick on him. No, Chandler's not going to stop the elite bigs in the league, but he's a big body that can do some really good things out there. His rim protection, guys, unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but his rim protection is not what it used to be. He actually had no negative or positive impact on opponents shooting in the paint. So at the rim, he wasn't much of a rim protection threat last season. Again, he's getting up there in years. He's not the shot blocking threat that he used to be. However, where he really can help is on the boards. He's still a very good rebounder. And we saw that when the Lakers played the Suns a couple of weeks ago. He did a nice job hitting the boards, and that's an area that the Lakers really need help. We've seen them get out rebounded by teams. We've seen teams get offensive boards. Tyson Chandler will help put a stop to that. He is not the entire solution. They still need their guards to step up. They still need Brandon Ingram and their wings to get down there and help rebound. But Tyson Chandler is a big step in the right direction. And that's why I'm so excited about this. It's not so much that Tyson Chandler is an amazing NBA player at this stage, because that's not what he is. But he is a big step up from what they have right now. Jonathan Williams can get pushed around. Ivica Zubac doesn't seem to have it right now. So by going to Chandler, who is at the very least an average NBA player, you are upgrading. This is an upgrade for the Lakers at that backup center position, and that's why this should make a pretty big difference, even if Chandler isn't an all-star at this point. He's not a defensive player of the year or anything like that. But he is better than what they have right now. And so in that way, he is definitely going to help this team. I also want to say this. Tyson Chandler will help in this locker room. He's outspoken. He's vocal. He's a leader. When the Lakers played the Suns, I was in attendance. I was there and I was sitting on press row and I was sitting by some Suns reporters who were just shaking their heads. They were upset over what they saw from their Phoenix Suns. And that was a Suns team that was giving up. That Suns team was allowing the Lakers to get out and run in transition, and the Phoenix players were stopping. They weren't chasing them down. They weren't hustling. They weren't doing the things that a good team should do. But guess who was? Tyson Chandler. Now, maybe he knew that the Lakers were interested in him. Maybe he kind of had it in his head that was his audition for the Lakers. I don't know. But Chandler was barking at teammates. Chandler was doing everything he could to get his squad fired up. Even when it was clear that they were out of the game when the Lakers were up by 20, Chandler is still out there competing and doing everything he can to keep his teammates focused. And that's something that the Lakers could use. So he's going to have a positive impact, not just on the floor as a player, but also as a leader, as a person. His personality is going to make a difference for this team. So that's why this is a big signing, and probably bigger than most people would think. When you just think of Tyson Chandler as a basketball player, I think his impact goes beyond what he is just as a player at this point. So again, great things for the Lakers. Amazing that it happened this early in the season. This is basically unheard of for it to happen this early, but definitely fortunate for the Lakers because it means they can put what could be the final piece to their team into the rotation soon. That's going to about do things for today, guys. Don't forget to head over to DraftKings.com and use my promo code Lakers. Play for free with your first deposit. And don't forget to head to LakersNation.com for more news on this Tyson Chandler signing, as well as everything else going on in the world of the Los Angeles Lakers. My name's Trevor Lane. You can find me on Twitter at Trevor_Lane. Till next time, see ya.